So this is Chicago's first hackable classroom, which is important to state that they want this because we've been hearing about all this stuff that's going on with the hacking, but this is a hackable classroom with a goal of doing some good things for children. And here to tell us more about it is co-founder Katie Lynch, and it's called Codeverse, right?
It is,
okay.
yeah.
Explain the concept behind Codeverse.
Yeah, absolutely. So essentially we are the world's first fully interactive coding studio for kids, as well as an educational platform for children between 6 and 12 years old.
Between 6 and 12 years old. And the concept is what makes this unique is you've come up with your own language for children.
Yes, we absolutely have. So it's called KidScript, and it's essentially a real programming language that's been designed from the ground up to teach kids specifically how to code. And so the reason why we've done this is because there's tons of languages out there right now that exist for adults, like Python, JavaScript, Ruby, but they're just, quite frankly, too advanced for children. And so we designed KidScript to just take the core concepts of those languages and simplify them and make them super kid-friendly.
Wow, I love this. Okay, tell me a little bit about your background and how you came up with this concept.
Absolutely. So my husband and I have been in the tech community in Chicago for about a decade now. And so we've launched companies here, we've sold companies here. I was the former CEO of Tech Week, and it was actually while I was at Tech Week that I came up with this idea.
You just felt like there was a need?
Absolutely. Massive need, massive demand from parents to not only have their children learn how to code, but learn in an incredibly collaborative, social, engaging, immersive environment.
So it's interesting because this is a whole different world from when we grew up. Tell me, how would you compare coding to your basic learnings of, like, you know, reading, writing, and arithmetic? How important is coding to them?
It's very important. It's you know, in many ways, like you're right, like we're growing up in the digital age, right? Like kids are growing up in a very different world than you and I grew up in. They're growing up with cell phones and computers and Facebook and all these different things. And so it's a necessity now for all kids to learn how to code.
I bet I could learn to code through KidScript. Maybe I'll have to take one of your programs. So tell us what you've brought today. What are these things?
Absolutely, yeah. So these are some of the gadgets that are going to be available in the studio. We're going to be opening many studios in the Chicagoland area. The first one's going to be in Lincoln Park in July, and you can see we've got robot arms, we've got drones, we've got sphero balls. This is a Blizzard concert light. And
this doesn't mean anything to me. Tell me what these things do.
Yeah. So these things do. So what they do is this robotic arm, it moves around, it grabs things. It's also a laser cutter.
Wow.
This Blizzard light can move around, up, down, left, right. The lights turn on, they pulsate. This ball moves around and lights up. And the coolest thing about all of this is that kids can use KidScript within the Codeverse studio to be able to program all of these objects. Which is something that's never been done before.
I love that. And how can people find out more information about this?
Absolutely. So they can go to codeverse.com and they can sign up for weekly classes or our summer camps.
And so it's time to sign up now. You guys have started.
It's time to sign up right now.
Okay.
We're filling up.
I love it. What an interesting concept. I'm not kidding. This might be good for adults too, because some of that language is very difficult. I might have to ask you more about this afterwards, but what a great program. Thanks for coming in and sharing. So nice to meet you.